Well, got a mid DPU. It's like an auto rack, auto carrier train. Just in time. Finally got somewhere warm. Oh, pretty good march up here. Nice and warm though. we'll go outside. me there. Well, about 7 o'clock in the morning. Getting off the train now. Well, those are my ride. I'm gonna try and get down to Martinsburg, Maryland this morning. Martinsburg, it has the main CSX line that goes from like Brunswick to Cumberland. Then I'll catch a train to Cleveland that way. I'm gonna go see a YouTube buddy, Matt, in outside Cleveland. It's about 25 miles to Martinsburg. Just waiting till it got fully light, because I gotta walk. That's a pretty big shoulder there, but ever since I got hit, I don't play around with traffic like that. Anyway, I'll see if I can't get going now. Looks like maybe some good woods over there. I'll have to see how far I gotta go on the map. Alright, this is the south end of the yard here in Hagerstown. That's part of the train I come in on there. Yeah, earlier when I mentioned Martinsburg, I don't know why I said Maryland. I meant West Virginia. The main line for CSX runs through Martinsburg. They don't stop always, but I might be able to get to Pointer Rocks or Harper's Ferry too. They stop quite more often there, but it beats trying to get to one of them other big yards towards DC, and I kind of don't want to go that way anyway. But we'll see. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to John. If you look on YouTube under Trains, that's John's channel, and I'll put the link in the description area of my video. This video, I'll put John's link to his train videos. He's got some pretty good videos. Trains rolling through Irwin, Tennessee. I noticed lately his videos are getting a little better positions. So give John a shout out, a hello. Yeah, a month ago, me and Shabazz and Cliff, Tony were here. We come off the train, went through them woods right there. There's about 8 inches of snow everywhere. So I'm gonna walk down to the highway. There's no way I'm gonna catch a train from here to Martinsburg. I mean, I could, but it's a little local that runs out of a yard about a mile north of this yard. There's a kind of southwest northeast running yard, and it's like one cut of cars that gets picked up or dropped off a day there, so you got to be ready. And if it like already ran an hour ago, then I don't feel like waiting 23 more hours. So I'm gonna see if I can't just hitch a ride that 25 miles to Martinsburg. And there's a lot of traffic on that CSX line. That's traffic out of Baltimore and DC heading in west into Cumberland. Then from Cumberland you can go west, Cleveland, Toledo, Elkhart, Chicago. About half the trains will run all the way to Chicago out of Cumberland. But that's the plan. I seem to have more drive when I have a plan. Being in that apartment for the last year is really, I don't know how to explain it. Most people don't understand, but I've been riding freight trains 32 years, and for 31 of those years I didn't have a place, so I kind of got acclimated and accustomed to living like that. But it is nice though to have a place. I don't even know if I'd still have it if I hadn't got hit by a car and kind of set back again. But I'm getting old. It's good to have a place established, even as a reference, because I ain't getting no younger. And you might think 50's not really that old, but when you've beaten your body up as much as I have the last 30 years, it's probably like being 80, I guess. There's the yard office. Yeah, I heard on the radio when I was riding that GPU that they're having the second unit of the lead engine ran out of gas. So that's why that train I come in on still sitting over there. They'll probably call out a fuel truck, fuel it up, get it back running. Yeah, there was some other problem too. You could hear them reading out the computer analytics of what was wrong. Something about a circuit restart. But at least it wasn't on my engine. I hate when that happens. Then you gotta bail. That bell did go off a couple of times. It sounded like a old phone. That always freaks me out when that happens in a locomotive. I think I found a ride to Martinsburg. He gave me his phone number. He gets off work later. Yeah. Yeah, this southbound train here, this will be going down to Roanoke, to Bristol, to Knoxville, Chattanooga, Birmingham. It's actually like 15 degrees warmer here in Hagerstown than it was 24 hours ago in Bristol. Yeah, these derailleurs here, a lot of these industries have them. Well, all of them do, but there's a couple of main types. This one here, you just throw it like a switch and it moves that track over. And if anything that they're loading down there at the warehouse or industry, if anything perhaps rolls out or comes unchocked and rolls out, well, it derails here as a precaution so it don't enter back on the main line or yard track. So they'd rather derail the car than have it go on the main line. Yeah, I can't tell what that is. I think it's lumber, but it sees quite a bit of, I mean, for a little spur. Got that rabbit fur fuzz in my mouth. When I'm walking, I ain't gotta wear that hat. It's too hot. But if I'm sitting still, I really gotta wear something. Oh, I thought that was one of them wild cabbage plants at first. Yeah, get that sun up here in a minute. Yeah, there's a stop point in Martinsburg where a lot of trains will catch a overhead red block signal and stop westbound, so I can get on there. This ain't a little bad little hop area. Yeah, that's all wood. Oh, I gotta tag that box. There's some good rides on this down the other way too. Yeah, that's what I hate about these kind of grainers, these hoppers. You really ain't, you know, you can lay out like that 4 by 9 foot area, but there's no tall sides to really block your view either way. And you can't really fit in there. You can squat, maybe. And that's what we mean by dirty face. If the train's going this way and you gotta ride this end in the wind, because the other end, the B side, is you can still ride the B side, but look, you got the reservoir and the brake pipes, and you got all that up there in the way. I mean, you can still sit up. See, that piston is in, so he's already aired up and the brakes are released. He's probably going to leave any second. I think I'm gonna go walk, find some coffee. Oh, he's going. Crunchola. It just turns to dust. It doesn't do any damage or anything. See what all kind of rides we got here. Well, they're all dirty face. No, that one's not. Yeah, that's probably my third favorite ride, the gondolas. I just can't hardly get up in them anymore. There's a derail protector. It's like a shield, extra layer of steel in case it derails, that protects the tank from puncture. Remember that one video Stove made? He was riding a lumber car, spine car like that. That's probably the worst possible thing you can ride. But if you ain't got a choice and you're really desperate, yeah, most tank cars don't have those shield guards on them. Maybe 5% of them that I see do. And that's usually with a really extra volatile, flammable, poisonous substance. Tell those are empty. He's probably gonna stop at the light. He's pulling up to it now. That's a little bit better of a ride. It's a little higher. See the distance and height between the right and left grainer? That puts you another 8 inches above. And it's got a little more of a lip right here. Versus this one that's lower down at eye level. And Well, I said I was getting coffee a while ago. I better go get it or I'll never get feeling better. Oh yeah, I finally got my wake up. Went and got a dark roast coffee. Gotta make sure I wash that next time I do laundry. I try to wash my mask every time I do clothes, but I'm fixing to go in here in Dick's at 9 when they open. It's like 8:50 now, and get some of them those hand warmers. You know, you open the pack and they oxygen activated and they heat up for like 7 to 8 hours. And those are probably the most universal cheap item out on the rails with me. I'm not far from the yard. It was a pretty good hoof to get out here, but yeah, I'm gonna look at the gloves in there too, see if they got some that fit. Yeah, I'm gonna be the shopping cart mafia while I'm in here. We're in Dick's. God, I thought that was somebody. And back to the hand warmers. I always like coming here, feel like a kid in a candy store. Last month they had those big mega packs for like $9.99. The boot warmers now, they're a little bigger than the hand warmers, but they got that sticky side on them, so when you put them in your pocket, they bunch up and stick to themselves. I'm gonna look at the gloves too when I get to the hand warmers, if they didn't move them. They moved them. Yep, they do that on purpose, so you'll have to go an extra 26 miles inside the store and see everything else. I can't wait. I'm gonna get me an Abu Garcia fishing reel come spring again. Well, the hand warmers can't be too darn far. See, those are mittens that work better than gloves because it keeps your fingers together. And gloves, the fingers holes are so tight that it actually is worse having gloves than not. But yeah, see how skinny? It's like a Ken and Barbie hand could fit it. But I should have got that pair I had picked out last time. Now these aren't too bad, these one with the fingers that have the sides on them. See how it's sewn, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. It gets you a side, 4 sides of material. That's the kind of glove you want. What's that, a mask? I don't see the hand warmers. Boy, I could be in here all day. Look at that lunker hunt reel. That's perfect for crappie and perch, smallmouth bass. Now over here they got something new. It's called a Mr. Catfish. Oh shoot, it's a Mr. Catastrophe. Oh, thing fell off. Yeah, Mr. Kitty. Oh, there's the Abu Garcia. I found that Abu Garcia. Oh, you did? Yeah, I appreciate it. So, I guess when you get beat with one of these as a switch, that's what they mean, getting beat by an ugly stick, I guess. I've never used a ugly stick So if anybody has, leave in the comments what you thought about it. As far as the tension when you reel in. Now you can set the drag on most, but I always had problems with the cheaper reels in the drag. It did most of the dragging me in the water. Well, some nice rods too. Yeah, here is a hand warmer. You get a whole pack of 10. I think it's 12 bucks, I think, I'm not sure. But now I'm gonna go on to the mittens. Yeah, and here you're. So the only thing I don't like is that part right here is plastic. It feels plastic. It sure ain't natural. It's not worth 70.00. You know, I had the North Face backpack about 7 years ago, and that was the junkiest backpack I think I ever had. The North Face, made on the North Face of China. Those actually feel good. Let me try these babies on. Yeah, I tried them on, couldn't get my fat hand in there. Then I looked there, and these are same price too. I took that baby off quick. Well, there's one with some. Oh, man. Oh, there's the sign. Gloves. Maybe it's got men's mittens. Actually, a fella got a hold of me from St. John's, Newfoundland, and he's going to send me a pair of mittens from Canada. And it was kind of ironic because I've been to St. John's, Newfoundland twice in 1992. Took that ferry from Newfoundland, or Nova Scotia to Newfoundland, and hitched across the island. They call it the Rock, Newfoundland. But I still haven't found. I'm trying to get a pair of temporary gloves until those mittens come. Yeah, even these are kind of good temporary. Just whatever you do, please make me a promise. Don't buy your gloves at dollar store or Walmart. It's just not worth it. You end up spending more money. You'll buy 5 pair in 1 month. Look at this. Buy one, get one 50% off on my favorite socks. So I'm getting 2 of the really thick socks. That's all I wear. That and those Redhead from Bass Pro Shops. I got some pretty nice boots. Now there is another Smart Wool sock that's even thicker than that. It's actually this color and it's red on the heel and toe. Those are the best. I actually, last 2 pair I had lasted 4 years each. And it helps if you hand wash your socks. Always hand wash your socks and hang them out. It just lasts a lot longer. Yeah, here's all their Yeti stuff. I don't know where the buckets are. I was going to see how much they were. Excuse me, sir. Could you check? Oh, sorry. Let's see if I can find the buckets. Just can't find the buckets anywhere. Oh, excuse me, sir. Could you tell me? Oh, sorry. God, I don't see them buckets anywhere. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe they're over here. Let's see. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you check? Oh, sorry. You know, I still didn't find those Yeti buckets. I was just curious how much they cost. Because Eric sent me this one for my birthday in July. Yeah, he got a lid for it too, but that lid's kind of funky. But the regular bucket lids you can buy, the swivel lids, they fit right down in it. And that's the only bad thing. It doesn't overlap, doesn't go over the edge of the bucket, and water and snow and dirt can get down in there. But it's not bad. It doesn't like get soaking. But anyway, I am going to find a place to camp, and I'll be headed west towards Ohio, Elkhart, Chicago, and from there, nobody knows.